G'day guys and welcome back to Shanghai Shenhua on Football Manager 2015 for episode number 8 and the new season. G'day, it's Birdie here on Football Manager. How you guys all going? So yeah, we are starting the second season of Shanghai Shenhua, and a season including the AFC Champions League, or the ACL as I call it. So in this episode we're just going to go over some of the off-season changes that I made, quite a bit, as well as something that I thought I was in the group stage of the ACL, but instead, for some unknown reason, we have a playoff game today against Sydney FC. You know, I'm from Sydney, and it's kind of suiting that we'd have Sydney as well, because, well, I'll just go into it in a little bit here, but yeah. So first, I'll go over the off-season changes that we made. Quite a bit of a transfer. I'll just go there in a second. Quite a bit of transfer movement. So yeah. So here we go. As you can see, we've released a lot of guys. Most notably, the foreigners, Luca Di Matteo. I decided to not give him, he's wanted by someone. I decided to not give him a contract just because, I prefer some more foreign players and someone honestly a bit better. So he's not coming back, as is Zlatan Muslimovic. Even though he was a beast for me last season, 22 goals and 24 appearances, I just wanted to bring in someone better, and I wanted to bring in some better foreigners. Yeah, so that decision was a bit tough. But the thing is, he's still on a free, so maybe if things aren't going the way we want to at the start of the year, perhaps maybe I could just maybe bring him back, and he could do the damage for us like he did last year. But yeah, I'm still a bit on the fence about him. But yeah, so they were the notable ones. Other than that, there wasn't really too many most notable. A lot of these guys were in the reserves. Wang Shaton, he was another. He had a few games for me. Not too many, but 10 games. He was okay. Jian Kun, 37-year-old. I mean, that's pretty good for the the technical skills, but he's retiring, and that was where I decided to let him go. So yeah, so not really too many besides these two that were really significant. So now we go to the ones that we did sign. Mirahan Muzapur, or Muzusper, I don't know how you could say that. Coming over on a free. He was originally at Henan. That's, I mean, obviously the rating isn't that great, but the assists is pretty good, and I'm pretty. Yeah, he's on relatively cheap wages, and I mean, he's got the pretty good physical skills for this, and he's filling in for Luca Di Matteo's spot, but I just feel that he's going to be pretty good. I feel he's good enough for that position, even though he's only a 1.5 star. So yeah, I mean, I think he might be doing pretty good. The next one was a 240k transfer for Zhang Long. This guy I'm really happy about. He can play on both wings. Obviously, I might train him to get on the right a bit, and he can also play in that attacking mid role. So yeah, this guy I'm pretty excited about. For a Chinese player, he's pretty good in all aspects. He was at Zhangzhou last year, and 2 goals, 16 appearances. He's coming to a new club. He's going to get the opportunity, so I feel that he's gonna be pretty good. The next one, Wang Ji. This guy is 19. Another pretty low-end player. He didn't get many opportunities in the second league, but the thing is with this guy is, I just felt that he could come in and play right away. And honestly, the potential of him, looking at it now, was a bit down, but his scouting report was pretty good. And I feel for a 19-year-old player, he can come in right now. Obviously, his physical skills aren't that great. In fact, I'm just actually gonna get him onto his physical skills here. Stamina for one, and he can get trained. So yeah, this Zhang Yi, 220k, for a relatively cheap player. I think it's a bit of a gamble worth taking. The next one, this was the big one, the foreign player signing, Gabriel. This guy, I was looking at him last year, but I honestly, with the foreign rules and whatnot, I couldn't bring him in. But this year I did for 1.2 mil. I mean, this guy's going to do really good. I felt, for a foreign player that I wanted to bring in a guy that can either dictate the midfield or else be a stopper in the midfield. And this guy can kind of do both. His passing's pretty good. He's got a really good first touch for this league. He's got the mental skills as well, and he's got the physical skills. And of course, he's also a good ball-winning midfielder. So he's got the tackling and the marking. So this guy is going to be really good. He's only 23. I got him to 2018 as well. So this guy's going to be sticking around for a bit. I'm hoping that he can do really good. He was okay at Palermo in the Brazilian league. So I'm hoping that he can do that form here and be a bit better. But yeah, so that guy was the guy I was really excited about. But as you can see, all the rest of these are Chinese players. Yan Ziho is another guy that he's in the reserves, but I'm going to give him an opportunity. 21 years of age, from Tier 1. And this guy, I look at that as the assists, and he did pretty good. The rating is a bit down, but as you can see from the play, he's got good crossing. His stamina is again pretty low. I'm gonna have to get him trained on some of his quickness, which I could right now, but honestly, I'm gonna get this guy to train him as well. So yeah, his stamina is gonna be working on, but I'm gonna get him actually on his acceleration as well. So yeah, I'm excited about this guy. He's gonna get opportunities here. And this guy, Yan Junling, 300k from Shanghai, East Asia. He's a goalkeeper. And I'm not sure what you guys do for how you can maybe get players if you're relatively unknown about the league and whatnot, but I just kind of Googled the Chinese national team and see which players were honestly, I'm pretty happy with the goaltending, but this guy, he can be pretty good. His potential is really good in his scouting report. And he was pretty good at Shanghai last year, and he's only 26, I think, or 25. So I mean, he's going to be good. He's going to get opportunities, like I said. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with Zhang Shafong. He's 28, but this Yang Jinling, he's going to give him a bit of a run for his money as well. And he's going to get an opportunity. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that signing. The last one is Zhang Ji on a free. And this guy, he's 35 years of age, so of course his physicals, but look at that. I mean, his mentals is really good. He's a fully on Chinese international, and he's a guy that can really dictate the middle, which is, if I didn't get a foreign player to do that, I really wanted to try and get a Chinese guy. And this guy was at Zhangjiao pretty much. He's had times at Celtic in Europe as well. So this guy's been there, and I'm excited about it. And he's going to get, I'm going to play him a lot in that middle. He's 35, and he's going to be a good, sorry, he's going to be a good tutor. So I'm going to get him tutoring, and I think I just had him tutor someone. Yeah, he's already tutoring. So yeah. So those were the transfers. I'm excited about it. 2.2 mil, and 0 out. Some of these guys I really want to try and get rid of. There was one other guy here, like this Xi Jinping. He's leaving on a free, but I mean, it's kind of frustrating right now because this guy, he doesn't want to sign a new contract, and as well as Yu Tong, and this guy, you know, he's my out winger, and 26 years of age, he's wanted by a club, and of course he doesn't want to go in a contract negotiation, and his contract's up at this end of the season. So what I'm hoping for is, you know, get in the Champions League and you know, improve the squad stature, so to speak, and then hopefully he'll maybe try and sign on. So that's what I'm really hoping for, because last year, I mean, look at that, he was really good for us, and I expect the same this season. So that was the transfers. Staff, I didn't really do much on the staff department. I brought in just, I think it was a physio maybe, and that was it. So nothing really to report there. And other than that, you know, we've had a couple of friendlies, and both been pretty good. So we're going on now to the AFC Champions League East, third round. As you guys saw there, you know, it was only one game, so it looks like it's one game and you're out. So this is going to be a big test against Sydney. You know, I followed the A-League, and honestly, Western Sydney's my team, but Sydney are a good side, and they got some quality players. You know, Mark Yanko, obviously he's the marquee at their side. You know, Alex Brosk, he was a good Australian in his prime. You know, Sash Ogdanovsky's a really good centre back even for his age. You know, Mikel Tavares, good thing, you know, he's not registered. So that's another good thing, and of course Tommy Rogic. I found out he was at Sydney, so he is going to be the guy that we're going to have to really shut down. You know, he's one of my, you know, for the Australian setup. It's just unfortunate how he's been doing at Celtic, you know, with all the injuries. But I mean, that's class. That's, you know, for a 23-year-old, he's going to be really good for Australia in the future. Or even now he can make an impact. So, you know, in 78k from Celtic. So, it's going to be tough against Sydney. We're going to give it our all. Unfortunately for Zhang Ji, I didn't register her in time, so we won't be able to come to this. But this is the starting lineup. Actually, I think what I might do is Arshavin. Gaudi, you know, he's going to be the striker up top, and we're going in defensively. So this is going to be a big test here against Sydney, and the winner of this goes to the Champions League, and this is what I'm hoping for, is what we can do, because you know, the Champions League is obviously something that 15. Because if we get in the Champions League, you know, not only does my rep go up, but our team rep goes up as well. And that's what I want. And the higher the rep, the more players you're able to get in. So this is going to be the test. Smelts, Yanko. I mean, those are two really good players. Alex Bross, like I said. Ali Abbas. You know, he's relatively unknown. Andrew Hull, you know, he's really good. He's going to be a young player. You know, Gamero and Rogic. Good thing that Rogic is on the bench to start. So, Ali Abbas, and I'm not sure how it goes for you know, away goals count here. So I just want to get in the Champions League. That's what I want, and this is going to be a big game. And this is kind of suiting because Timmy Kyle's from Sydney, and so now he's playing against his team, so to speak. But we can get a win here. This would be huge. I need, you know, I want to get in the Champions League. Good tackle. And yeah, Dewey as well. Get it. Oh. 4 minutes in, and they have a goal. So this is not a good way to start. Not a good start at all. Show some passion. That guy was offside. So we're just going to go right to hire Gabriel. And right now, Sydney is all over us. So this isn't good start. And Gabriel is injured as well. Frick. Come on, guys. This is not good. Arshavin. That's a good ball in, and Yanko. See, that's what we gotta. How are we gonna do this? Let's get stuck in. Put on counter. Because we have yet to get a shot on goal. Now we have, but it's not on target. Okay, that wasn't a good one as else. That was not a good first half performance. And Gabriel is injured, so that's the okay, we're gonna put him in. Okay, I'm gonna put Kale up front, and then Arshavin in behind him, and then there's Zhang Long, who really can do some damage. So 2 subs to start the second half. That was a really good build-up play. So not getting any possession or anything. Here's Brosk. Oh, and that was lucky, or else Yanko would have had a tuck in there. Okay, we want to try and pump the ball in the box for Kyle. He's not really getting much service. Here's Dewey. There's a chance. Here's Kyle. That's wide. So we made 2 subs already. And I don't really want to make another sub, but we put in here. Tong's not been great at all. Okay, let's put in Jiaojing. That's why it'd be great if we get a goal here, and then it is done. Yeah, I'm gonna have a go here. Show some passion, for Christ's sake. I mean, we've had 5 and none on target. It's a good tackle. And of course, I don't get it back again. The Sunzo was on a card, so I don't really want to risk him. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the jugular already here. Come on. Let's do something. Here's Arshavin. Loses the ball. And that's what's frustrating, you know. You get guys, and there's a... Oh, that went wide. But it's stupid. The guys stand there, and then they lose the ball. Oh, it's a penalty. Come on. Sebastian Ryle. So Kyle, come on, Tim. Scoring up against his own former team. Well, not former team, but his hometown team. And he got it! Good on you, Timmy, son. So we are back in this game. And when we've been getting pretty dominated. So let's go back to standard. I'm not sure now how the I'm not sure how this aggregate goes though, you know, because is it away goals? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. I haven't really been following much. Follow the ACL, but I haven't seen much of these playoffs. But if we can get a second here. Here's Zhang Long, the new guy, in towards Cahill. He missed it. Now we're putting on some pressure here. This is looking decent. Here's Yao Chiting in the middle. Zhang Long! Zhang Long! Scores! His first goal! What a strike! And Shanghai are up 2-1 here. Oh, wow. Zhang Long crossed it in, and what a goal that is. And this is huge. 2 goals on 2 shots. And we're in position now. Playing narrower. Gonna continue to pass out. But Zhang Long, what a signing, what a shot that was. His first game in, and Tommy Rogic is in the game here. So what we're gonna do here is okay, actually Smelts and Yanko, and that's good too because Yanko's their marquee player. And they got Rogic now playing striker as well as Gamero. He's pretty good. Alex Brosk is now playing on the wing. There's Rogic. You don't want to give him too many opportunities as well. And that's not a good play by Gamero. No, that was going to be a corner. Waste time. Come on, guys. It's 3 minutes of added time here. And really, our second half has really been the difference. And Zhang Long. And that's not a good play. Now they're trying to do the long balls. Oh, and Sunzo. Get it out. And, oh, the goalie made it. Come on, guys. Now, and Timmy's, he's done all right leading the line, but he hasn't really had much of the service to really dictate many opportunities. Because Sydney is really, let's be honest here. Get it out, guys. There you go. Zhang Long. Here's Kale. Kicks it out. So this, come on. This has got to be it around here. Shabin. And there it is. There it is. We are into the Champions League on a second half comeback. Come on! And I gotta praise them for that. Down 1-0 in the first 4 minutes. And of course the penalty was a bit, obviously it was helpful. But yeah, penalty helped out, and then a substitute from Zhulong, his first start of the season, in the 83rd minute. So we got 2 goals in 4 minutes after Andrew Hull goal, and we are into the Champions League finals. Or, sorry, Champions League group stage. And it looks like here, because, that was 2-2 aggregates, so it looks like the aggregate score wouldn't matter. So there it is, guys. We are into the Champions League. And the group stage, the group stage have already been drawn. First year, I'll say the penalty's taken. Graham Arnold, I cringed a little bit back. Nah, I wouldn't. Nonsense. Yeah, bugger it. Anything can happen. The static. Sun's always great. So we lost a friendly, and we made some money, and Graham Arnold, he got the better of you. Blah, blah. I don't know, Rory Bird will think the result. Yeah, Graham Arnold, he's a wanker anyway. So here's the group stage, and and this is actually a pretty tough group. Knowing Asian football, this is how the ACL works, guys. Too is you got the Western teams, so of course like Saudi Arabia, UAE, Qatar, all those Middle East teams play on that side, which actually kind of works out good, because you don't have to really travel from one side of the continent to the other, whereas now you got the eastern side. So so this is actually a pretty tough group. Gambo, Osaka, they're always really good in Japan. Really good Japanese side. And then Newcastle Jets. This is actually pretty cool to have an Aussie team. That's what I was hoping for, have an Aussie team in the group stage. And it's kind of funny with Newcastle, because in real life, the team is it's in shambles. They got so much problems going with them, and it's just kind of funny to see him on here. And then Ulsan, or whatever, they're a really good Korean team. So this is actually a really tough. Sergey Joparov, he's well known in Asia anyway, Uzbekistan. Were they the champions last year? It was probably Suwon, I would expect, or Seoul, one of the two. But that's a pretty tight group. It's going to be tough. This is so yeah, that's a pretty tough group in the group stage for the Champions League. I want to see what the rules are here. Like we're in Group E, weren't we? So each win we get 24k. It's not much, but it's something. Obviously, it's not as good as UEFA Champions League, but it's something, right? So yeah. So this is great. We're in the Champions League, and we're playing for some continental football. Let's see actually first how the other Chinese did. So you got Beijing with Perth, Seoul, Vizelle. I'm not sure where they're from. It's like Philippines, maybe. I would say that's the Philippines. I know it's still Japan. Sorry. So we got Gamba, Seoul's Korean, Grumpus 8, that's Chinese. Japanese, sorry. You got Chinese, Korean, Mutang, maybe this is Thailand, yeah, this is Chinese team. Korean, Chinese, Magalta, where's this? Looks like Japan. So yeah, so there it is, guys. We're in the Champions League. And the signings have come out good for that one. Zhang Long especially. Way to impact to start your career at Shanghai Shenhua. So there it is, guys. We're in the Champions League. And wow, our first Champions League game starts before our season even starts. So and that actually starts. Um, that actually starts right away, pretty much. So how are we gonna do this? Well, that's a friendly there. I think I might get rid of that friendly, to be honest. And then the season starts. Sorry guys, just doing something here. So I guess what we could maybe do, and that opens at home. Because obviously I want to show a Champions League game in here. This is kind of weird how this Champions you go home, away, 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 home, home. So I think what we might do for the next episode, obviously people want to see Champions League. This game, because it's so close to this one episode, I think what I might do is play this next game against Gambo Sake. So that means we played one game of the season, or else maybe I'll show this Ulsan game because we got a few games under our belt, and then we'll show the Ulsan game, and then yeah. So 2 Champions League games. Sorry about it, guys, but just because it's kind of cringed in the season, it's kind of yeah, it's kind of cringe. And to be honest, I'm one of those guys that don't really like to show 4 or 5, 2, 3 episodes a day. It's just, I don't know, it's just something that I don't really like to do. So yeah, so this next episode will show the Champions League game against Ulsan Hyundai. They're a really good side, and that's going to be a tough game. So we're gonna play all these games and hopefully come back with 2 wins and 2 for the Champions League. But this Gamba game, even Newcastle, though at home, you could see maybe what happens. But again, guys, thanks for watching. Actually, yeah, I should say this too. Now, this guy Oliver Kirch, how the registration for Champions League is, it's the same as Chinese League. So you're only allowed 4 foreign players in your squad, and we already got 4. But the thing is, Oliver Kirch, I mean, this guy, he's 33-year-old German. He's pretty good. I mean, he hasn't played many at Dortmund. I had a 59k transfer on him, and he wants to come here, which I'm pretty excited. But I think, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you guys. Do you guys think I should maybe sign him and get him, or else just leave it? Because if I kind of want some how do you say, like, depth in the foreign player position, because I'm thinking that Gabriel, he can play in a playmaker or a ball winning midfield role, and Kirch can play in the ball winning midfield role. That's what I'm looking at. So I'm just maybe going to ask you guys in the comments, would you guys think I should sign Kirch or not? And yeah, just leave your comments down. So sorry this is taking a bit. I'm kind of brabbering now, but excited. We're in the Champions League. That was a massive winning in Sydney. So we'll come back for that Ulsan game. And until next time, hope you guys are enjoying this. Cheers.